Eris, E-R-I-S, or Eris, however you say that word. Now we will talk about Makemake. Kind of sounds like a sushi, doesn't it? The third largest known trans-Neptunian object, Makemake, is significantly smaller than Eris or Pluto, with a radius of around 750 kilometers. However, its albedo is nearly as large as that of Eris, so reflectivity. And its orbital size is 45.8 astronomical units, which places it significantly closer to us than Eris currently is, because Eris is at aphelion. This means that the flux of Makemake is 6 times that of Eris. Wow. So it's closer, it's very high albedo. In fact, Clyde Tombaugh would have been able to detect it back in the 1930s, were it not for the unfortunate coincidence that Makemake was then passing close to the Milky Way, which provided a bright background against which Makemake could not be detected. So as you know, when we see the night sky, the Milky Way, as we see our own galaxy, is sort of a band across the sky. Not the full spherical, not the full celestial sphere is the Milky Way. When we look at the night sky, most of the things we see are actually other galaxies, or actually other merging galaxies, and then some of them are stars or binary stars. And then, if you're in a very dark spot, you see the Milky Way galaxy, because we're in the Milky Way galaxy. The way we see the Milky Way galaxy is sort of a band across the sky. So imagine if they're trying to, imagine that they're trying to find, some extra, or another trans-Neptunian object. If its background is the Milky Way, well, that's a very bright background. It's going to be harder to tell apart that that little movement or the differences that we look for when we see when we try to see if there is another object or not. Because we want to take images night after night after night, but if Makemake's passage is basically coinciding with the background of the Milky Way, then night after night after night, you will kind of miss it because the background is too bright. Okay? So once again, this is very interesting. So we will read it again. Hi Harper. Harper says, hey John, I'm great. With new horizons out there, they will find many more. Hey Foster. Hi Harper. I was camping years ago in a very light pollution free area and could see the band of the Milky Way galaxy. Yes, I've seen the Milky Way galaxy too from some dark areas. Even if you go to Hawaii or something, you can see it, or just the beach if it's like really dark there, like some more unknown beach, if you will. It's super cool. Yes. So the third largest known TNO, this is Makemake. It's actually kind of closer, and it has a high reflectivity, high albedo, so it has more flux, and we could have seen it sooner if not for this unlucky coincidence. So we'll read that part again. In fact, Clyde Tombaugh would have been able to detect it in the 1930s, were it not for the unfortunate coincidence that Makemake was then passing close to the Milky Way, which provided a bright background against which Makemake could not be detected. What the heck is going on tonight, everyone? Hello, Doro. You'll have to see, so when you have time tomorrow, you should go back to the beginning of the live stream to see what kind of happened. There were some very interesting comments indeed that I think you would find funny. And in fact, you should let the whole video play, and that would be most helpful. Thank you, please, and thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining. Hi, John Jones. Hi, Iggy. Hi, John Foster. Hi, Doro. Hi, Reese, and hi, Steven. My regulars. Farther away from the Neptune. Reese, we've been talking about trans-Neptunian objects. Trans-Neptunian. Farther away than Neptune, not Pluto. Wild times here in San Antonio.